Now that we understand the foundation row basics, let's begin learning how to do a Tunisian simple stitch. So as we discussed earlier, this edge stitch right here, we don't need to do anything with since we already have a loop on the hook that represents the stitch right here. So we are going to go into the next stitch. We're going to enter from the right to the left, and we are going to put our hook right through it. Now, we just want this one string, the front vertical bar. So we're going to go in between the back vertical bar and the front vertical bar from right to left, like that. Okay, so I'm going to put my hook to the front vertical bar, yarn over, and I'm going to pull that yarn through, and there the second stitch is made. Let's do that again in the next front vertical bar. Okay, from right to left, yarn over, pull it through that one vertical bar, and we are going to do that until there are 9 stitches on our hook. From right to left, yarn over, pull through. Now, the way that you do your edge stitch, your last edge stitch, is a little bit different. You're going to actually want to put your hook in between this, the stitch right here. You're going to want your hook to have 2 parts to it, and it's going to be the 2 strands of yarn that are furthest to the left. So you can kind of see this horseshoe shape or figurine that's connected to the row below. You're going to put your hook into it so that there's 2 on it, 2 strands on it, okay? Yarn over and pull through. Now that is the forward pass for row 2. And you can see now that row 1 is officially done because the return pass is in between the front vertical bars. Now we're going to begin the return pass. Every time we want to return, we want to start with the chain 1. So I'm going to do a yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we are going to do that all the way back until there's only 1 loop left on our hook. All right, and now that completes row 1, and we have started row 2. So in a pattern where we would be at the row 2 portion, there will be a little section that says foundation row, which we have completed, row 1, which we have completed, and now we're moving on to row 2. And we're going to repeat the exact same process as we did for the previous row. We're going to put our hook through the front vertical bar, yarn over, and pull through that front vertical bar. And we're going to do that all the way until there's 9 stitches on our hook. And this stitch is called the Tunisian simple stitch, just as a friendly reminder. And here we're at our edge stitch. You can kind of see this little horseshoe that's connecting to the row below. When you look at this one, you'll see that there is a chain that's coming out attached to this 9th stitch. We do not want this one. We want the one that's below it. So if you follow this one through, you'll see a little loop or a horseshoe, and you want the far left and the center strands to be on your hook. The reason why you want 2 of these when you get this last stitch is so that it creates a nice, straight, even edge. Otherwise, if you don't get these 2, it'll pop out at the edges and give it a lot more definition than what we're looking for. Okay, So I have 2 strands on my hook, yarn over and pull through. And that completes the forward pass of my row 2. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Just as a friendly reminder, if you're not sure if you pulled it through 2 or not, look at your working yarn coming from your finger and onto the hook. If you have 2 loops that are on your working yarn, that means that you have successfully pulled it through 2. Now if you only have 1 on your hook, just grab your yarn and pull it through 1 more so that there are 2. And if you have 3 on your hook, you can easily back your hook up, pull the yarn back on your hook so that there's only 2 on your hook. All right. And that is how you do a Tunisian simple stitch. I want you to go ahead and continue until row 10. Thank you.